A single question at my graduation dinner uncovered the secret my parents spent years hiding. The fund meant for my future had been drained behind my back. What followed revealed loyalties, lies, and the moment I finally understood that protecting myself meant letting their world collapse. My graduation dinner was supposed to be simple. A few photos, a cheap restaurant downtown, my parents pretending we were a normal family. But 10 seconds after we sat down, everything snapped. My grandpa, the one person who'd ever looked at me with real pride, raised his glass and asked Lisa, "Are you using the $850,000 I set aside for your education?" The fork slipped from my aunt's hand. My parents went stiff and I felt the room tilt because I'd never heard of any fund. Before I take you into what happened next, tell me where you're watching from. And when you hear the rest, what would you have done if your future was stolen without you knowing? Growing up, I learned early that my family looked balanced from the outside, but never felt that way on the inside. My sister Megan was the bright one, the child my parents genuinely believed would make something of herself. They never said I wouldn't. They just never said I would. And in a family like mine, silence spoke louder than praise. By middle school, the pattern was clear. Megan got opportunities. I got responsibilities. When she struggled in math, my parents hired a tutor. When I struggled, they told me it was a good chance to build discipline. She got a used car on her 16th birthday. I got a planner and a speech about independence. I wasn't angry then, just confused and a little ashamed that needing help made me feel like a burden. College only magnified the distance between us. I worked part-time at a cafe near campus, wiping tables and memorizing regulars' orders while juggling classes and student loan paperwork. My clothes always smelled faintly like espresso, and my sleep schedule was whatever was left over after assignments and shifts. Whenever I hinted at needing support books, rent anything, Mom would sigh, "Lisa, you know how tight things are." Dad would nod along like he was agreeing with some invisible rule book. They said the same sentence every time we wish we could do more. But somehow the budget was never too tight for Megan. She got help with her apartment deposit, then help with her car maintenance, later support for a business idea that turned into a year-long project she never completed. Every time I tried to question the imbalance, I felt childish, petty, ungrateful. I told myself I was strong enough to carry my own weight. I believed that until the night, everything unraveled. There were small moments beforehand, little flickers of truth that I didn't recognize. Like the afternoon, I stopped by my parents' house and found an envelope in the garage with my grandpa's name on it mixed with old holiday decorations. Before I could even read the return address, Mom rushed over, snatched it from my hands, and said, "Old paperwork. Don't worry about it." She shoved it into a drawer she normally kept locked. Her smile was tight, rehearsed. Something inside me whispered that she wasn't telling the truth, but I pushed the feeling down the way I always did. Grandpa, my dad's father, lived in another city.